even, or you're going to have one I left if the exponent is odd. Negative 2x squared minus 80 equals 0. We want to know what x is, so we got to first start getting rid of everything. Nick, wake up. Wag us back. First step is to add 80 to both sides. Okay. Right here is where some of you have like mass confusion. Not a lot of you, just a few of you. You see negative 2x and you think, oh, add 2. Okay? That's not 2 minus x. It's not x minus 2. It's negative 2 times x. You want to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So I have that x squared is equal to a negative 40. At this point, Caleb, what will I do? Not square each side. Take the square root of each side. And when I do that, I automatically say x equals plus or minus, and then I go figure it out. Is there an I involved here? Yes, because it's the square root of a negative. Now let's reduce the square root of 40. 40 is 4 times 10, right? And this is 2 times 2. 10 is 2 times 5. Nothing can come out of that. So I've got a pair of 2's, and what do I have left? A 10. Notice my I is to the first power. If it was anything else, I'd have to simplify it. So you have 2 answers to this problem. Positive 2i times the square root of 10, and negative 2i times the square root of 10. I make sure you see all possibilities. What to do, what to do. Sean, what should I do first? Very good. Jordan, how do you undo times 4/5? Divide by 4/5, and when you're dividing by a fraction, what does that call for you to do? Multiply by the reciprocal. Okay? Anytime you have 4/5 x, you're simply going to multiply by 5/4. Okay? There really should be no thinking involved here. Because all that cancels and all you have left is the x squared. Now on the other side we have negative 5 over 4. If we want to know what x is and x is being squared, Catherine, what would I do? Yes, I'm going to take the square root of both sides and automatically I'm going to say x equals plus or minus. There is an I. Can you take the square root of 5? No. In the denominator, can you take the square root of 4? 2. Now we want to make sure there's no I in the denominator, there's no negative in the denominator, which there isn't. So that's your final answer. And you want to make sure there's no radical in the denominator, which there isn't. Yes?
How do you get on to the
Okay, because the numerator, this is the same thing as the square root of negative 5 divided by the square root of negative 4. Okay, well in the numerator, this right here signifies to me it's an imaginary number. I take out a 9. 5 is prime. I can't do anything else with it. It has to remain under the radical. And then in the denominator, this is 2 times 2. I have a pair of keys.
What do you do with the other? Oh, you put it under?
Yes, because it's the denominator. I have a pair of 2's. The square root of 4 is 2.
Oh, it'd be the same thing as if you had it over the square root of 4.
Right. Because that whole radical is under the same square root thingy. So, you could reduce the fraction if it was reducible, or you can take each one individually. Alright? Okay, your homework tonight, on page 274, 18 through 54, every third problem.